Hello class, welcome to another session for phase equilibrium of lecture number 4. In the previous class, we have already discussed about degree of freedom, which we have calculated the formula degree of freedom equal to C minus E plus 2. So this is a formula for degree of freedom, where 2 represents two variables, temperature and pressure. For any system, if temperature or pressure is constant, for any system, if temperature pressure is constant or fixed, then the formula for degree of freedom will be C minus P plus. So it is another formula. If temperature or pressure is fixed, then temperature or pressure both are not fixed, temperature fixed, pressure are fixed, then the formula will be F is equal to C minus P plus 1. Then we are going to now solve various problem regarding how to calculate degree of freedom. So let us consider we have H2O liquid. For this I have to calculate degree of freedom. F is equal to C minus P plus. F is equal to here is one component, H is also one. Here F is equal to 1. Sorry, this is wrong. I put wrong formula here. H2O liquid is given. I have to calculate degree of freedom for water liquid system. So I am putting the formula C minus P plus 2. When C minus P plus 1, if temperature or pressure is given or fixed. Here no temperature pressure is given, so F is equal to one component, one phase, and 2. So F is equal to 2. So 2 it is bivariant. If it says calculate degree of freedom of H2O liquid at 1 atm. 1 atm means fixed pressure. So then I am using F is equal to C minus P plus 1. So F is equal to 1 minus 1 plus 1. So F is equal to 1. This is our degree of freedom. Let us consider another water at its boiling point. Water at its boiling. Water at its boiling point means water, liquid, water, gas. So here H equal to 2, component C is equal to N minus E minus R. I am putting C is equal to number of species, 2 species, minus equilibrium 1, 0. So component is equal to 1. Then degree of freedom F is equal to C minus F is equal to C 1 minus 2 mono. If it is given another problem, glucose solution, for this I have to put F is equal to C minus P plus 2, F is equal to C, component will be there, glucose means C12, glucose is a component, and water is a component. So phase equal to 1, component equal to 2. So component 2 minus 1 plus 2. That means in order to define this glucose solution, I need temperature, pressure. Apart from temperature, pressure, I need concentration of glucose. So this is trivariant. So this is all about calculation of degree of freedom. Now we are going to discuss about the Clapeyron-Clausius equation. Clapeyron-Clausius equation. So let us consider a system in which liquid and gas are in equilibrium. Consider water liquid is in equilibrium with water, or A phase is in equilibrium with B. A is a liquid, B is a gas. Let GA is the free energy for phase 1, and B is the free energy for phase B, or GA and GB free energy component B. GA and GB are the free energy of component A and B. Since the reaction is at equilibrium, so I can say that delta G equal to 0, or GB minus GA equal to 0, or GB is equal to, since the reaction is equilibrium, the reaction will undergo forward reaction or backward reaction depends upon delta G. If delta G value negative, the reaction is non-spontaneous. Delta G is positive, delta G negative, the value is spontaneous. Positive, the value is non-spontaneous. If the delta G value is 0, then the reaction is in fully. If delta G negative, then the reaction is spontaneous. But already the reaction is in equilibrium, so delta G is 0. Since delta G is equal to 0, so I can simply write here GB is equal to GHG. Okay. So consider this system water liquid, water gas, both are equilibrium. If I increase the temperature, the pressure also increases. If I thoroughly increase the temperature, the pressure also increases. So I have to consider by changing pressure by small amount dP and temperature by dt. So initially we have this equilibrium, A liquid gives rise to B gas. So initially the component of free energy GA, GB, and at equilibrium GA is equal to GB. But by changing pressure by dP and temperature by dt, so the equilibrium will disturb, and after some time equilibrium will again established. So there is change in free energy also. So by changing pressure by dP and dt, the change in free energy for component A will be dGA and dB plus. After changing temperature and pressure, the equilibrium will disturb, but after some time the equilibrium again established. So here I can write GA plus dGA is equal to GB plus dGB. Since equilibrium GA is equal to GB, so GA is equal with each other. So dGA is equal to dGB. This is our question 1. From thermodynamic equation, we have dG is equal to VdP minus S. This is our equation 2. From thermodynamic equation, we have dG is equal to VdP minus S dt. So by using equation 2 in equation 1, I can get in terms of dGA, I can simply put dA dP minus SA dt will be equal to VB dP minus SB dt. So variable separation, on variable separation, VA dP minus VB dP is equal to SA dt minus SB. By taking dP common, I have VA minus VB will be equal to SA minus B dt. So dP by dt will be equal to SA minus SB divided by VA minus VB. By taking minus common on above and below, so dP by dt is equal to, which is entropy change, the final change, minus SB SA divided by minus VB, final minus, I want to make final minus initial, so minus minus cancel with each other. I have dP by dt is equal to change in entropy delta S divided by change in volume. Here delta S can be written as heat required by temperature. So overall dP by dt will be equal to Q by P del, and this is so-called Clapeyron equation, and it is applicable for phase transition. and it is applicable for phase transition. Consider this is equation 3. So dp by dt, this dp by dt represents change in pressure per unit change of temperature. Change in pressure per unit change of temperature. Again I am modifying equation 3 as dp by dt equal to q by t del v will be equal to q by t into Vb minus implies dp by dt equal to, this is q is heat absorbed. Since H2O liquid to H2O gas, it is called enthalpy of vaporization. So I am putting here delta H vaporization divided by T. Vb means volume of gas minus volume of liquid. But volume of gas is very greater than volume of liquid. So I can simply write dp by dt will be equal to delta H vaporization divided by T. Here this is 4. Since delta H vaporization or any enthalpy is applicable for 1 mole of substance, any enthalpy is applicable for 1 mole of substance. So I can simply write by ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. Since we are taking 1 mole, so PV is equal to R, and we have volume V is equal to RT by P. By putting this volume RT by P here, so equation 4 will be dp by dt is equal to delta H vaporization into P divided by T into RT. So we have dp by dt equal to delta H vaporization by RT square this is equation 5 by variable separation. By variable separation, bring the P to here, so I can write dp by P will be equal to delta H vaporization R into dt integrating both sides by taking limit. Integrating both sides by taking suitable limit, I can write, or simply 1 minute here dp by P, this is dp by P, I can write this dp by P, I can write derivative of ln P, and it will be equal to delta H vaporization divided by R dt by, and we have to integrate this equation. P ln p, p1 p2 will be equal to delta H vectorization dt by p12. So d and differential cancel, which is I have on p, p1 to p2 are dt by t square is equal to minus p1. So on p2 minus p1 equal to delta by r 1 by t1 this ln p2 by p1 equal to delta H vaporization by r t2 minus t1 by t1 t2, and this is our Clausius-Clapeyron equation. So by changing ln to log, I can put here log base 10 2.33 p2 by p1 equal to delta H by r minus t1. So this is all about Clausius-Clapeyron equation, and this type of equation we have already studied in Arrhenius equation, in which pressure are present, but in that case there are two rate constant k2 k1, and here in case of delta H there is activation energy. So this is similar to different rate constant at different temperature for Arrhenius equation. So this is all about Clausius-Clapeyron. Thanks for Mm-hmm.